Hello and welcome to this week's What Did I Buy? I'm Gareth, your Cosmic Toy Man, and this is what I've got to show you this week. Now, I didn't think there was going to be an awful lot to start with, but it's ended up being quite a cool selection. I'll start off with some Transformers because they're the first things that came in this week. There's this third party or knockoff, whatever you want to call it, Blitzwing masterpiece style thing. I do forget the actual name. I think it's Mastermind Creations and it's DX9. So he can be a triple changer. He can change into the jet mode or the tank. And he is complete with all of his accessories, which is fantastic. Then there's this RID, Robots in Disguise, Bruticus. It did have another name, but it's literally just Ruination. Ruination, I think, was his name. But it's just a repurposing of the mould of the original Bruticus toys. He's nearly complete. His ramp is down there in front of his feet. The only thing he's missing is an alternate chest piece. So that's quite cool. There's also these four. I'm going to have to move these out of the way in order to show you them. And I can't tell you the names of these because I don't know. I only know the name of one of them. But these... It looks like I killed the dinosaurs that I had last week and turned their bones into Transformers. But we've got these guys, which, as I just said, are dinosaur skeletons that transform. They're from the Transformers Generations Kingdom line? Yeah, Kingdom. And they're all deluxe class. This is the only one I know the name of. It's Transmutate. And that's because it's a character from Beast Wars. I was quite a fan of Beast Wars at the time. And there's also... Oh, Ruination's dead as well. And there's also this pterosaur type guy. Yeah. I'm not a fan of those. I think they look very bitty. A bit of a mess. Yeah. Also came in with them was this. Which, again, it's a repurposing of a G1 figure, which was Devastator, and this one's a crossover with Tonka, which makes it Tonkanator. Madness, absolute madness. Pretty cool though. I really like those Tonka badges on there. And there's this guy. This is quite cool. I like the packaging on it. It's meant to look like the old Diaclones, which the Transformers were based on. And this is a new age version of Ultra Magnus. And this particular one that they've called him Octavian. Very cool. Very cool. Same guy, regular customer. In fact, comes in 2 or 3 times a week during his lunch hour. Also brought me this. Now you see an awful lot of fakes of these around online, but this one is 100% guaranteed to be a genuine one. And it's a Figma of Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. In perfect condition with all those accessories in there. And with it being a Figma figure, that means it's extremely posable. Next lot to show you only came in today. I'm going to move this out of the way because I'm going to knock something over with it if I don't. It gives me the chance to bring this round. It was a really mixed job lot that came in, starting with this Mars Attacks Martian Spy Girl figure. These were by Trendmasters, which is sadly now a defunct company. There's some great stuff to Trendmasters, including the Mars Attacks line. There's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer figure, and we've got Anya from Season 5. A little bit of damage to the card there, the backing card, but obviously the figure's perfectly fine. Right in front of her, we've got some very yellowed packaging, but still sealed, so the figure's going to be mint. Marvel Legends Captain America, classic Captain America. What wave was this? What series was it? Series 8. Series 8. Which was probably around about the time that I actually became aware really of Marvel Legends figures. And they were released due to the popularity of the Spider-Man's Classic range, of which this is one, which is a Daredevil. I don't know how much you can actually see of these, whether or not I'm just holding up browny yellow blisters. Don't know if you can see them. Right beside them we've got some Star Wars figures. There's this one from The Force Awakens, which came packaged with Empire magazine of the time. There's a vintage collection Darth Vader, so that's a VC08. Been released a couple of times as that one, that's obviously the first one. Backing card's a little bit warped, but not too badly. And also a Star Wars Episode 1 Darth Maul, Tatooine version. Then there's an really randomly, just a single Thundercats Lion-O figure from the 2011 series. They were by Bandai. And a couple of Wrestling Divas. We've got is that Renee Young? And Becky Lynch. Sticking with the wrestling, there was an Elite figure that came in as part of the same bundle. There you are, Ken Shamrock. What series is this? Series 52, apparently. There was a Doctor Who figure in with that bundle. This is from the End of Time special, where we got 4 figures, which gave us the first 11th Doctor figure, as he has just regenerated. Obviously in the 10th Doctor outfit. And a Torchwood figure. Captain Jack Harkness. Sticking with the same job lot, there was also this X-Files figure from X-Files the movie. Now I believe these were McFarlane, weren't they? Yes, McFarlane Toys made these ones. Now we've got Agent Mulder there, dressed in his Arctic weather gear. Also, from the same guy, we've got a Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, 10th Anniversary Mini-Mates box set, where you get the bride, Orenishi, Softy Fatal, and Gogo Yubari. Did I butcher those names? Oh, I'll never know. And the last thing I think from that particular job lot was this Toy Biz Fing Fang Foom from Marvel. I really like that. I think that's fantastic. His wing's coming off. Let me just pop it back on. There we go. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's cool. That's all of that job lot. The next job lot that came in was these really weird and wacky bundle. It was a little old lady that brought them in. They were her son's toys. And I will do a zoom in on these, which you're probably looking at now. So there's the 18 figures. We've got the full set of 4 there of the main guys, plus a couple of the smaller ones, and an Action Force Frogman. Up here we've got, well, I'm fairly sure, I haven't checked yet, but I'm fairly sure that's Space Captain Harlock. We've got a really weird made in Hong Kong PVC figure there. I don't recognise this one, so let me know who it is if you know. Another PVC figure there in the form of E.T. with a blanket wrapped around him. And he's even holding onto his speak and spell. There's this little black motorbike rider who seems to have lost his motorbike. A couple of the wonderful Supernaturals figures. And probably the gem of the lot was this Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Northman figure. It's 100% complete. And it's by LJN. Now I've got to say, these are my favourite. The bootleg Masters of the Universe style figures. There's one that's obviously a parody of Skeletor, and then we've got this bright orange one with the red and green dragon head. We've got this green dragon looking one, another green snake headed one, this bright orange tiger head, and this bright red weird dwarf head looking thing. And what on earth is going on with this guy? No idea what this chap is. And then we've got Zelda there from Thunderhawks. I've never seen that figure before, so it's quite cool to see it. And there was a handful of Hasbro WWF figures, as well as a couple of Ghostbusters and a Sector. There was also a bag full of accessories for a load of figures as well. I don't know if they're for them. Also got this wonderful vintage TMNT Bebop, and a really nice condition one here, Foot Soldier. Brilliant stuff. The next little lot that came in, also today, most of this came in today, was the horror lot, starting with the Freddy vs. Jason Movie Maniacs Fish Tank Collector's Box Set. It's always been a fan favourite as this particular box, just because of how well it displays as it is. Now it's not sealed, but I've had a quick look inside and the figures have never been removed. Brilliant stuff. And then obviously behind me, we've got the Friday the 13th Part 2, Jason Voorhees. That comes to us from Sideshow. We've got the Trick or Treat Halloween Michael Myers. Another Trick or Treat Terrifier. All in 1/6 scale. Now, there's a great big pile here of graphic novels, and these are all from that Doctor Who collection that I bought about 2 months ago now, and I still haven't shown you. There's an Empress of Rachnos there. It's the stuff of nightmares, is that, isn't it? Now, her legs tend to break off very, very easily, and as you can see, those are all there and in great condition. From the same collection, there's also this Silver Nemesis Ace figure, or Dorothy McShane if you're really into your Doctor Who. Now I will give you a look at these ones to see what's there. So we've got the Daleks, that reprints the 60s Dalek strip that was in the back of TV21. We've got both volumes 1 and 2 of this recent Dalek reproduction or reprint. These are made up of all the Dalek stories that were in the Doctor Who magazine. And then there's all these, all the way up to the latest Doctor by Jodie Whittaker. There we are. And these are all reprints of the comics that appeared in Doctor Who magazine. I'm almost tempted to read that one with it having Roger Delgado Masters in it. Now to the Matt Smith ones. Oh, this one looks like an interesting one. It's got Ian and Barbara. Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright, companions of the first Doctor. I have to say as well, these particular editions weigh an absolute ton. Some fan favourites here in the form of the 8th Doctor ones. The full set of 4 as well. Absalom Dark, Dalek Killer. Awesome. Move over here, it might be a little bit easier for me. Tell with the covers on these, the older editions. 90s that it came out, mid to late 90s. We're obviously reprinting strips from the time when these particular Doctors were current. Looks like maybe that one. And that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to give us a like and to ring my ding-a-ling to be notified of future videos. Take care.